What's up, everybody? I'm so excited. Wait. Do I have a whistle or something? Oh, wait.
Oh, my God. There it is. Go ahead. Make that noise maker. Rattle it around, Donna V. Let's hear it.
Whoa!
Donna
What's
V,
up, Tracy?
what is up? Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Let me just tell you something. I'm just getting home from Philadelphia, and look what Coconut Butt, he had a Thai tea waiting for me. I can't even tell you how excited. That is a good man.
That's a good man. And you know what I have from work? I have lime colada juice, and it's so good.
See, you're all healthy. You're healthy with your lime colada, and I'm holding up like crap.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
No.
my health juice.
What's up, DQ? My mom's here.
Hi, Mom Q in the house. First of all, we got to start off right. How you doing? I'm Tracy Locke.
And I'm Donna V.
And we are Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from quarantine. Girls Gone Green. We're so excited, you know what I mean? Because we're Girls Gone Green.
I know. And you know what? You think I'd have like the merch link ready to go?
All right, you're gonna have that merch link. Don't worry about it.
I'll get it.
Okay, so
she loves us both.
We love you. I miss seeing her. She was like such a fun part of my day. I used to like come home from work and hang with your mom, tell her about my day. She'd tell me about her day.
Lovely.
But I'm so proud of her if she's still not smoking, because she would be smoking a cigarette, and I'm hoping she is not now smoking a cigarette.
No, she's not.
Mom Q, please fill us in on how your no more smoking journey is going, because I am actually super interested, and I'm praying that you are not smoking, because I'm so proud of you for stopping. That's not easy. That's not an easy thing. And you know, your mom is so cool. Like, I just have the feeling that she just went cold turkey, right? Like, she just seems like the type of person that would just be like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Like, this is my mom. This is smoking, and this is stopping smoking. Cold turkey.
Did she just do a cold turkey, right?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know. I think she like patched it up and stuff. What's up? Christopher S. writes in the house. I'm still awake. I thought I'd check out the show.
Oh,
very interesting. Since you're here, we might as well announce what's happening a little bit. She said she hasn't smoked since November 29th. Well, there you go. There you go.
Nice job, Mom Q. Keep it up. You have people cheering, people that care, people that are so proud that you are not smoking. Yes. Okay, so go ahead about Christopher Estray. Christopher Estray is feeling great, which is awesome. We're sending you amazing mojo vibes, Christopher Estray. I know you're healing, and you are feeling good. I know he's feeling good. I hope. I know he is.
Cold turkey, no patches. Just made up her mind. That's good. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
So before we lose the 4 viewers that we have, they're so confused as to what we're doing. We are going back to basics. Tracy and Donna and Tracy have decided that, you know, we had a lot of fun. We decided to be silly for the past few weeks, and we are rebranding and getting back into our brand. Why? Because you know what? We shook it off, and now we want to talk about football.
That's right.
And Girls Gone Green is amazing. We realize that maybe there might be some people out there, i.e., even myself, that don't know everything about football. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Tracy Locke once played professional football.
Hey, that's right, Donna V. Can you believe it?
I have an article here that says so.
Yeah, I actually played for 4 years in the WNFL, and we had some other league names, but I played for the New York Sharks and the Connecticut Crush. And let me tell you, Donna V, we have never really talked about it, but I wish I knew you when I played, because you would have totally played. So the deal was this. It was so amazing because there's all these, you know, different, get back on the show. We can't wait to have you back on the show. The thing that was so great about it is I always wanted to play football. I've always loved football since I was a little kid. And I don't know if you know this story, but when I was like 7 or 8 years old, it was 7 or 8 because it was first grade. So however old you are. Second grade. Second grade.
Yeah.
So I was in second grade. But anyway, they would, I don't know if they did this in your school, but they would put little permission slips in our backpack to tell us like what was going on.
Yes.
And they had Warminster Pioneers, which was our local football and cheerleading, the signups. And I was like, awesome. I was so excited. I like floated home, so psyched. So I show my parents the sign up. It's on a Saturday, and we go. And it's old school, right? I mean, of course, it's like the folding tables, the parents sitting at the tables with the forms that you have to fill out.
Always with the coffee cup.
Always with the coffee cup, always with the
coffee.
Warminster Pioneer shirt, like I'm sure you guys have Nutley, whatever you guys are. What are you guys? The Nutley what?
I was a Bengal. I was a Bloomfield Bengal, and I was a baton twirler. But
Oh, you were.
You go.
Well, we will get into that. So Warminster is the Pioneers, and our colors are green and white, which is so funny because we're girls gone green. So here's the thing: we get there, Donna, and I get in line for football, and this lady taps me on the shoulder. She's like, "Oh, sweetie, the cheerleading line is over there." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm playing football." She was like, "But you're a girl." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm playing football." She's like, "Girls don't play football." I'm like, "Oh, well, I am." They never in the history of the Warminster Pioneers had a girl want to play, sign up.
They had never met Tracy Locke.
That's right. At 7 years old, I put my foot down. I'm like, I'm playing football. And I signed up. And it was like this, Donna, it was like this huge commotion. Picture, it's just like Warminster's just like Nutley, where it would be like a town hall meeting where all the people from the town are there. And it's like this big hullabaloo of like this girl wants to sign up. And the guys, the men, the fathers were giving my dad a hard time. What? You can't let her sign up. This is BS and blah, blah, and like yelling at my dad. 7.
Honestly, anatomically speaking,
who could tell?
Probably just like one of the boys.
I had short hair. Nobody could tell if I was a boy or a girl. If you put me in, you put me in a uniform, you can't tell. You put me in a boy's t-shirt and shorts, you'd never be able to tell if I was a boy or a girl.
Okay.
We're 7. So anyway, I sign up, and then the newspapers, they call the newspapers, and they start coming and taking pictures, interviewing me. I'm like, you guys, I just want to play football. Like, this is so not a big deal.
Thus started your illustrious career of wanting to be in the spotlight.
That's right. Starting here. Starting now.
Like girl football.
That's right. Exactly. So I signed up, got on a team, and I had short hair. And I had the short haircut anyway. And I said to my parents, don't tell anyone I'm a girl. Like, I don't want them to know. I just want to go play, and I don't want them to know. So like the first couple weeks, nobody knew I was a girl. And then it got out that I was a girl, and then all hell broke loose because they used to gang tackle me. They used to chop block me, my own team, and do all this kind of crap.
And that prepared you for the ladies' room because that's exactly what women are like.
Yeah, exactly. You would hope that they wouldn't be, but
no, it's more like a beating in the ladies' room.
Won't be back real soon. Oh.
Yeah,
but anyway. Yeah. So
Chris Quigley has a question. Did you wear a cup?
Christopher Quigley, great question. I didn't. Oh my God, this has got to go into my stand-up routine because I never talk about this.
What you wore, Christopher Quigley?
What? Yeah, I wore a shell. I wish I had a show. Wait, you got to hear, Donna, what I did. You got to help me work this into my stand-up routine, which I never have, which is ridiculous. But they would go around and knock on the boys' cups before the game to make sure you're wearing cup. The coach would come around and knock and make sure everybody's wearing. So I was like, what am I going to do? Here's what I did first game. You remember concession stands?
Yeah.
We had a concession stand. Do you remember Little Debbie's pies?
Yes.
It came in a tin.
You tell me you put that tin down there.
I put the whole pie down there.
Do you know what's funny? Before Tracy Locke's illustrious football career, no one ever called it a hair pie.
Well, there's no hair. It was just a pie. I was only 7. Come on, give me a break.
It was a hair pie. It was a baby pie. But go ahead. That's crazy.
So I put that in. And
I was like Little Debbie.
It gives a whole new meaning to snack cake, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you that.
Where's my bell? Where's my bell?
Oh, no, but yeah, I played that. But anyway, so I played that for a year, and it was just so hard on me because I was the only girl in the league. And it was a great experience, but it'd be an athletic supporter. Ding, ding, ding. I feel like I'm in green. But
yeah,
it was an awesome experience, and I never forgot it. So long story short, I found out about the WNFL. And Donna, I think maybe we should try out for another team if they have a senior league because
senior league, please.
It was. I don't even think we should really think about trying out because let me tell you what, it was the best.
My ankles running from my car to the house in the rain. Okay, Aquarians have weak ankles. All right, I would be more like the ladies that would sit there like this with the clipboard. This will be me. I'll be like this. I'd be like, keep it moving, keep it moving. I'd be sipping my spiked coffee. I'd be having like, I don't even know, Irish coffees.
No, you wouldn't. You would actually love it because here's the deal: all the women we're all on an equal playing field. Like they were all athletes, and they all played different sports. We had golfers, tennis players, field hockey, soccer, everything that we could as women could play, volleyball players, but nobody played football, so nobody knew the rules, and we were all learning together. And we had grandmothers on the team, we had doctors, we had dentists, we had teachers, principals, like all stratus, like it was all different statuses all over the stratosphere is what I wanted to say. And it was such a cool like amalgamation of people because it was people from all over the place. We had like construction workers and doctors on the same team. And we had women that were in their 50s and we had women that were in their 20s and we had one woman in her 60s who played. And it was awesome. It was just such a cool experience because we're all learning at the same time. So that's a very long-winded story, but what I wanted to say about it.
If my mother played, she would be the offensive line.
In more ways than one. She totally would.
Love you, Mom. I'm just making a joke here.
You would totally be the offensive line. We had 2 girls on our team. So when we played, obviously when I played, it was before everything that happened in New York. And there were 2 6'1", 300-pound apiece sisters. And we called them the Twin Towers. They were our 2 guards on our offensive line.
Wow.
And I used to have to do drills against them. Like I'd have to try to tackle them. They put their gear on. They look like professional NFL players. They were huge. And they'd walk up and I'd be like, "Ah, sugar. This is
like, can we dance with your dates?"
Yeah, exactly.
The record scratched.
Yeah. So it was totally like that. But the whole point of that is I learned so much about football. And that's where I really learned to love the game of football because before I loved watching football. But until you really start to study the game, you don't realize what a chess match it really is and how much goes into it. And the amount of plays that you have to learn. I can't tell you. I played defensive back and I played corner and safety, which are defensive back. And they would call plays and I'd be looking at the other. I'd be like, I forget where I'm supposed to go. I forget because it's not an instinctual game as much as like soccer. You know where your position is and you know what you're supposed to be doing. And you instinctually kind of create a play based on your zone of where you're supposed to be. Right. Football has a lot of like moving parts. Like if this person moves this way, you've got to move this way and this person covers that. It's literally like chess. So there's so much to learn in football.
It is amazing. It really is amazing. I mean, when you watch football on a Sunday, the things that go into it and you don't realize how much. And when they're yelling things, and I'm always like amazed, and somebody's always got a clipboard, and they're always like blocking their mouths like this, and it's like they're like this, and it's wild. And one of the things that I think, and I don't want to go out of order, but one of the things that blew my mind this year was it was so quiet that you could hear them. Right? I mean, how many times did you hear something and you're like, I don't think we were supposed to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to hear that. And that you could hear them talking on the field and yelling out, barking out orders to each other. And it's really is fascinating. And I'll tell you what, first time I ever had a playbook handed to me, I almost passed out. I don't know if you've ever looked at a football playbook, but it's basically like trying to learn Chinese. I mean,
the closest thing I've ever felt is when I faked my way all the way up to high school orchestra. Like,
right, because you couldn't read music, right? Either could I.
I couldn't read music. So like I would literally be at home like this with a pencil. Like I'd have my little pencil out and this would be like little Donna and I'd be like this. Like, let me think. And I'd be like, A, I think that's a C. I think that's a D. And I would do the whole thing, right? Really light in pencil. And then I'd be like,
you played the violin? You played the violin?
5th grade, I played the cello. And the problem is the cello was taller than me. So I was like, I got to go back to the violin. I had like an inferiority complex to the cello. I was like, oh yeah, I don't think so. So I like would memorize all the letters and I would have to erase it. And I'd be on the stage in your white shirt, your
black pants,
and you'd be up there on concert night. And I'd be like, literally playing the violin, right? Like this is probably like the right size and everything for me because I was such a little pipsqueak. And I'd be like, and then I would like forget because I'd have it memorized, like A, C, D, E, whatever. And as soon as I would forget, I would be like this. It would go from this, the bow on the strings,
Yeah, to the bow off.
floating. I was doing improv in high school. I had no idea. I should have been in the theater, but I was so shy and nervous. But I'm like, and I'd be like winking at the flautists. I'd be like, yeah, we're fine, we're fine. If the entire orchestra did what I did, it would be like a silent film.
Exactly. I played the clarinet. I couldn't read a note of music. I couldn't read a note of music. You were ahead of me because I couldn't tell you what an A, C, D. I couldn't tell you what notes they were. I just tried to memorize the song.
Oh, I tried to right here.
But I had my sister was excellent. She was first chair clarinet.
Of course, Jenny was.
I was back of the chair. Get all the way in the back. And I would do the same thing. I would just be like, ooh, and I wouldn't even be like, I'd be faking the whole, oh my God.
No wonder women fake it so often. I mean, we started all the way back when we were kids.
Hooah! She got it. You nailed it. Write that down. That's some good stuff.
That is some prime real estate right there.
That is some really good stuff. So here's what we're going to do on Girls Gone Green, which I am so excited about. Donna and I were brainstorming about it, and we're like, you know what? We have to get back to our roots, which is football, fun, friends, facts, food, all the F things. You know, we got to get back to it. So we're going to take you guys on a journey where we all learn about football together because there's so many people, not just women. I know a lot of women, but it's not just women. There's men too that are interested in football, but for one reason or another, never played growing up and never had family or parents that were into football. And now they're interested in football and they want to learn, but it's hard to learn. It's like, you know, once you reach a certain age, there's expectations of how much you should know about football, which is crazy ridiculous because we don't do that for a lot of other sports or a lot of other things. They're like, what do you mean you don't know the stock market? No one ever says that to you. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean you don't know the preamble to the Constitution?
Right, but they're like, what do you mean you don't know what nickel defense is? Everyone expects you to know what football is. So we are going to recommit ourselves and rebrand ourselves on Girls Gone Green, and we are going to have something we call off-season training camp, where we have a segment where we teach you a little bit about football each week so that when football season actually comes around, you're going to know what's going on.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. And the more you know, like the more you get into it, you know, like anything else.
The idea of like educating people about football. And just think of it this way. Tracy played football. I faked the violin. So I fake a lot of my knowledge on Girls Gone Green because I am the football fan, like most of you, which means I just like to put a koozie on it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I like to, you know.
Here.
Put a koozie on anything you're drinking. I mean, this is like a juice, but no one knows that. This could be a vodka sour.
That's right.
And that's what everybody drinks at football games. And but in all sincerity, I think it would be a really cool idea if we could go over some stuff together. And I don't want to say dumb it down. I mean, I was a discus thrower.
We're not dumbing it down. You know what? Here's the thing. Anyone that played any sport knows the primary building block of any sport is the fundamentals. You doesn't matter how good you get, even the pros, you have to keep working on your fundamentals. You got to start from the beginning and keep working those building blocks. Like, you know, incredible basketball players like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, like they would talk about how they would go out before games and just drill the fundamentals. They would just take foul shots. They would just take 3-point shots,
That's right.
Which they do in their dreams. Like, you could do 100 million of them, but that's how you get great at anything. So we're just going to start, Donna, with the fundamentals. With the emphasis
in there.
on fun. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
It must have been while you were interviewing me.
Oh!
You like that? So, I mean, I know that they would just assume because of football that we would kiss each other, but no.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're not. We're no kissing involved. We're just talking football, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited about it.
By the way,
what were you going to say?
Jets news.
Okay, wait. Can I say something about Jets news? Yeah. Could we go over Dawn's pronunciation of your quarterback?
Yes, please.
What
maybe,
did she say?
wait, I need to put this up in a banner. What did she call it?
She called him
Oh,
Sam
I know. This is what she called it. Are you ready?
Donald, right? I think, or something.
No.
It was the best ever, ladies and gentlemen. We were just like, we just want to give you one piece of information to say.
Darnod.
She said Sam Darnold.
She said Sam Darnod. I'm like, he's not French.
Samuel
But
Darnold.
we did kiss him goodbye.
Yeah. How do you feel about Sam Darnold going
Well,
bye-bye? Au revoir.
Au revoir, Sam Darnold. I think they need to start from scratch. I think this year, I think a lot of people are starting from scratch with this year.
Yes.
And we have a new, head coach. I have to say, Johnson & Johnson's in the news, not in a positive way right now.
I know.
And there's so many memes going around saying, like, why would anybody get that shot? Like, for the simple fact, did you see that?
Well, so many people I know personally have already gotten that shot. So listen, this is the thing. All those people that got that shot, you're going to be okay.
You're fine.
You're going to be okay.
You're fine.
It's a 1 in a million thing. Just like there's so many other things that it's like getting struck by lightning. Don't go there.
No, but my point is, did you see these insensitive people putting up like, well, did you think the Jets could protect like a quarterback? Why would you get
Wait, what? Oh, because you got the shot at the stadium? Is that what you're saying?
No. What they're saying is, how could anyone maybe this is not the right form. I'm gonna switch. So I spoke to my dad this morning, and he said to me, and I was trying to look it up before I got here, but I literally, you just got home from Philly. I just got in from work. Supposedly there's a draft pick that is refusing or is saying that they do not want to be picked for the Jets.
Yeah, it's some guy from Clemson.
Clemson, it is him?
Yeah, he's always said he doesn't want to play.
Old news, but my dad was telling me today, and then he's mocking and saying that oh my God, I'm getting old.
No, you're not. Don't even say it. Say it's age is just a number, and yours is unlisted, Donovan. That's all you have to say.
I love that.
I know. That's what I say when people ask me how old I am. I go, age is just a number, darling, and mine is unlisted. Just like that, with that accent, that kind of thing.
With that accent,
with that thing going. Yeah. You don't even have to look it up because
Joe Namath. He was mocking Joe Namath and saying
Joe Namath.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's doing it because he wants to get like blacklisted, like he does not want to get,
What was he saying about Joe Namath?
That he's the worst player ever.
What?
Again, I'm getting this information from my father. But
which could be half true. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've met Mr. V,
I love my dad, but yes.
It could have been a joke. It could have been a joke in disguise. Maybe you don't know.
We don't know.
But nobody pulls down Broadway Joe. I mean, come on. A guy that's
wear pantyhose.
He's pantyhose and fur coats has got to be secure enough in his manhood. He's got to be an incredibly great player because he's not afraid to show his feminine side, which in the NFL is a big deal. If you're man enough to show that side of yourself, you've got to be good. You've got to have something going on somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. And from what I've heard, I think he had a lot going on everywhere. If you get my meaning.
Oh, really?
He's Broadway Joe. He's quite the lover. But anyway, let's talk about why. If you look that up, or I don't know if you're looking it up or whatever you're doing.
No, I'm going to look this up.
We're going to be talking again about football. We're going to be filling you in on what's going on with our Eagles, of course. EAGLES, Eagles. Tons of controversy happening there. We're going to be telling you about the tons of controversy happening about the Jets and other teams in the NFL. We're going to be filling you in on what is happening, what's going on in football, what we're excited about. We're also going to be talking about ourselves again, giving you guys a little inside view into Girls Gone Green, which will be cool. And then we're going to, break it down. We're going to have interviews about people, football interviews, and we're going to have interviews, all kinds of interviews as far as sports goes. And then we're going to break that down and give you the basics, which I can't wait to do. And here's the other exciting announcement. The show's only going to be a half an hour long. So it's going to be jam-packed.
Yes, jam-packed.
With really fun information.
Rapid fire. So here's a question.
Yes.
Let's give one fact. We have 6 minutes. One fact about football that maybe we both would think people need to know about.
Well, let's talk about all right. So you have a working knowledge of football, but you wouldn't say that you're an expert. So what is when you're watching football, is there ever times where you're like, I have no idea what's going on? Or is there a repetitive phrase that you would hear that you're like, I don't know what's going on?
Well,
That you think you should know. Like you're like, oh shoot, I probably should know what that means, but I don't, but I just fake it.
I sometimes get confused with the positions.
Okay, so
I
let's talk
know
about
where the kicker is, and I know where the quarterback is.
Missionary is just standard.
What?
Look at her face, ladies and gentlemen. She was like, wait a minute. There's a missionary position in football?
I know flea flickers, but like, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, okay. All right. So let's break it down. Let's talk about offense first. Okay.
Well, do you want to do that tonight, or do you want to use that for next week?
We could use it for next week, but let's give them some little tidbit. Okay. I'll ask you this. You and I will work on this one. What is a safety exactly? Meaning, what? She's like, what? Tibbers in the house. She knows her football. She too is a Jets fan. Okay, so this when they do this, that means safety.
Oh,
yeah. How many points is a safety?
2.
Excellent. How do you get a safety?
Isn't a safety when you catch the ball in the other person's end zone?
No, but that's a great guess.
Oh, see, that's I'm confused with that.
A safety is when you tackle the other team in their own end zone.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so if
you get 2 points for that?
Yeah. So if you have the ball and I'm on defense,
we're playing the Eagles, which we do this year.
Oh, which will be there, ladies and gentlemen, with bells on. You know that. If I'm on defense, you're on offense, and let's say you're on the 5-yard line, and you're gonna go back and pass the ball, and I sack you in the end zone, it's 2 points for me. That's a safety.
Oh yeah.
If you do a running play where it's like around, you do a reverse or something crazy which you wouldn't do usually in the end zone. But if you just did a trick play in the end zone and somehow it got all fakakta messed up and we tackled you in your end zone, we get 2 points. That is a safety.
I love that we're going to mix Yiddish with football.
Why not?
Why not?
Pigskin, Yiddish.
Kosher pigskin.
Kosher pigskin, yeah. So that's what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to break it down simply. Yeah.
Isn't there a position called safety?
Yes, that's a defensive position. That is the very last line of defense. So when you see how it's broken down, if you always see, that's the guy in the way. Yeah, that's right. Woo!
That's right. She is the master. I bowed to her.
Wow, safety is your last line of defense. So that's your deep man. So when you're playing safety, you're covering all the deep balls, or you're covering if there's a run. If they have a run play. You're usually the last person that would have the chance to tackle the person. So you're playing a catch-all in the back. Do you know what I mean? You're almost like a goalkeeper. But you're not really like a goalkeeper, but you sweep the back.
Yeah,
you're the cleanup crew. You're if they go deep on you, it's your corner and your safety that didn't do their job. They move and intertwine and change positions and stuff. But your safety is like a roving position where it's like the cleanup guy. You've got
an honorable position, or is it a position that somebody's like, I can't believe I'm safety?
Oh, no. It's a really hard position to play. It's one of the hardest positions to play because there's so much pressure on you, and you have to be you have to be one of the fastest people on the team, quickest people on the team, because you've got to cover all those wide receivers and crazy. And sometimes you come in, they have you come in for blitzes, and it's a position where it's a speed position.
Dessert.
Say that again.
What's a blitz? Because it sounds like a dessert.
A blitz is when they when you're rushing the quarterback. So if you see those guys come in from around the edge, or sometimes they try to come through, but a blitz usually comes from the outside, where they put an extra guy up on the line, and his only job is get to that quarterback. So they come around the end. That's a blitz, where they would bring up more defenders than they normally would to rush the quarterback.
I find this fascinating. Exactly, Shari, a blitz. That's what it sounds.
Which I love. Blintz is my personal favorite.
Shari,
I, however, am a cheese blintz fan. Do you ever have a good cheese blintz with blueberries on top?
I don't think so.
Wait a minute. Have you ever had a blintz?
I don't think so.
Oh my God, Donna. We know what we're doing when we get together. We are going out for blintzes live on Girls Gone Green. Because you live in North Jersey, there's tons of great blintz diners where they're going to have amazing.
You know what I got today, ironically? From the Greek place, a cheese pie.
Nothing like a blintz.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like a blintz. A blintz, nothing like a blintz. Blintz is like a crepey, but it's doughier, a little doughier than a crepe.
I can get it and show you. It's pretty crepey.
Yeah, but a cheese pie is flakier.
Oh, okay.
Cheese pie, Greek cheese. I'm super into Greek food too, but Hot Week needs to make some blintzes. Sherry Freed, you are on to something, my woman. You are amazing. Okay, so Donna V, we're already at 30 minutes. Can you believe how fast that went?
That went by very fast.
Holy guacamole. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. Starting next week, we're going to be getting back into football. We're going to be telling you what's happening in the football world, in the NFL. We're going to be telling you what's happening with us. And we're going to be teaching you the fundamentals of football so that when football season hits, you're going to feel.
Yeah, this is going to be training camp. Okay, so 30 minutes. We're going to be doing 30-minute segments until August when preseason kicks off. And then when we have our guests back and we have hot wings back, unless it's a holiday, which is fine, holla at your holiday with the blintz. But right now, we understand spring is here. We want tidbit sizes, spring training, 30 minutes. Let's get it going. Hot and heavy. Me and you and me, and all of us together.
All right. Well, I can't wait. And we'll see you guys next Monday. And remember, if you love Girls Gone Green, tell someone that you love that they should watch us. You can share and enjoy. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Periscope. We're coming to a theater near you. So keep your eye out.
Periscope, it's really no more.
Really? It's not happening?
Twitter. It's going to Twitter. We're figuring that out.
We're also going to be on TikTok this year, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're doing the TikTok.
Girls Gone Green is TikToking. All right. But anyway, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday for Girls Gone Green. Are you ready, Donna?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from training camp.
Training camp.
Girls Gone Green.
I have my outfit.
It's only a half hour, so you can't skip camp because we're Girls Gone Green. We love you guys. Get ready for football. And here we go.
See you later. Oh, yeah, we have to do TikTok dances.